Did you know that women were excluded from clinical research policy by federal law until 1993? I was a whole teenager. I was going through puberty at the time. Like, I was darn near on my way to becoming a grown woman. Well, listen, women belong in scientific research. They're essential. Okay. And Ritual knows they conducted a human clinical trial. It was university led for their Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin to assess its efficacy. And the results, it increased vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41%. And that was just in 12 weeks. I absolutely love Ritual Essential for Women 18 Plus. I keep it by my bed. I take it at night now because I was first afraid of taking vitamins at night because I thought it would give me like some sort of energy burst or something. No, what it does is sets me up to start my day off even better. I absolutely love it. It's 2 quick little capsules that I take. They're delayed release. And if you know kind of the science behind supplements and vitamins, you know that delayed release is that's that thing. That's that za. You want that. So I want you all to know that Ritual also has other things that they can provide you. Daily protein, Symbiotic Plus, gut health, Hyacera. And these are all things that you can add to your lineup of things that you add to your own daily practices. So a couple of things about it. They have 9 key nutrients. It's minty essence, so it doesn't have the yucky taste. It's it is USP verified. So you know what you're getting and what you're putting in your body. You can trust what's on the label. So no more shady business. Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus is a multivitamin you can actually trust. Get 25% off your first month at ritual.com/argue. Start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/argue for 25% off. What's up, everybody?
What's happening, family?
And wait a minute. I'm sorry. We're going to start the podcast again.
Why?
But my husband, because I stopped it, so we're going to start it again. I wanted to check in with you because
Gucci.
Your eyes were closed.
They were. Didn't nobody know it but you. You could have just rolled with it.
How do you know? You don't know when the camera switched over.
I do know.
You knew when the camera cut to you? How?
She know when the thing, I was listening to the ad, she know when to click over. I knew exactly when to open my eyes. All you had to do was shut the hell up and keep going.
What's up, everybody?
What's happening, family?
And welcome back to another episode of Is This Gonna Cause an Argument? My name is Angel Lakita Moore. And yes, I'm knocking at your door. Also known as Angel Tanksley. Cause that's my baby. And they call me that chick Angel because I'm gonna twerk that thing, yo. You're watching my podcast with my man. Tell him who you are, baby. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. That's my man.
What's happening, fam? I'm the other host of This Is Gonna Cause an Argument. Marcus Tanksley, aka Tank. Angel is delirious. Okay, she's sleepy, she's goofy and delirious. We both extremely tired. Anyway, if it's your first time tuning in to Is This Gonna Cause an Argument, we greatly appreciate it. This is a podcast we do every single week, and we pretty much talk about anything we god dang feel like it, and we do that every single week with our immediate family. That immediate family is our Patreon. All you gotta do is go to patreon.com/thatchickangel. Sign up for the low door of $5 a month. You can be a part of all the extra stuff that we do with them. The stuff before the podcast, after the podcast, they get information on early releases. They get the tea and all the crap that we don't be putting out there on public streets. All right, because that's why we call them our immediate family, because that's what we do. And we also joined by some wonderful sponsors. You already heard from one.
Oh, yeah. You heard from Ritual. We got so many sponsors today, and we are so grateful. Ritual, Equip, ZocDoc, Every Plate in Turtle Beach. Let me tell you why we are grateful. Because these are companies that have partnered with us because they believe they have a service or a product that our audience could use. And in exchange, they also give us promo codes to make the purchasing of their service or product cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So we're able to kind of link our audience with these companies. And what's great is if you don't hear something that you want, you ain't got to buy it.
You ain't got to buy it. But if it's something you already buying, give what we talking about on here a try.
Yes, absolutely. So we want to thank our sponsors, and we want to thank you all in advance for giving them a try if you hear something that you like. So you'll hear more about them later on the podcast. Mm-hmm. Amen. You said there was a Quiet Storm is in here for the first time.
Quiet Storm 44. What's happening?
We love it when we hear that people are either watching us for the first time or join our Patreon for the first time or whatever it is, experiencing Marcus and Angel for the first time. Because welcome to our crazy world. We've been doing this for such a long time.
Yeah. This podcast been going for a minute.
We're finishing up our 9th season.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. We actually, I don't know how that math is right, but we'll just say it is. Maybe we're finishing up our 8th season, but I don't know.
It ain't.
We started in 2016.
8th.
But for some reason, this is our 9th season. I think one of our years we broke them up.
If we could probably subtract a year if we add up all the time that we took off.
Right. I think we started up a second season because we had taken such a long break.
Yeah, we've taken off months and months, just not consecutively.
Yeah. So, for instance, when Marcus's father had passed, we took off a good solid 3 to 4 months. So I think when I started us back up, I was like, this is a whole new season.
Yeah.
And began. And we've been doing this for a long time, and a lot of things haven't changed. But how you doing other than being sleepy?
Whew, I'm Gucci, y'all. Look, I said these chairs are comfortable, okay? These chairs were originally white in our other house before the one we living in now. We had them reupholstered for the podcast. And these chairs are made to set in and be comfortable.
Yeah.
So when I sat down, and as tired as I am, I sat down and we were starting everything up, and I sat here and I ordered the food, and the heat from your body come back from you because I was just like, I said, she gonna do that ass. I'm on.
Eyes were closed.
Argue. As soon as I heard you in?
No, it wasn't that soon because I finished it and I looked this way.
I know it takes some time. It's a delay. I know this. Y'all didn't see my eyes closed?
What if they did? What you gonna say?
They saw the residue of me just opening my eyes, but they didn't see them closed.
Never the residue.
Yeah, redness a little bit.
I am exhausted. I was up until like 4:30. I couldn't sleep. I was asleep on the couch, got up to come to bed, rolled my hair, got in bed. Me and Marcus
didn't want to hold a conversation.
Me and Marcus were being goofy, very goofy. And then you'll hear in my feelings what we end up having a conversation about. And then after that, my mind was like, we're going to have fun. And we're going to think about that. And then we're going to think about it. And then we're not. And there would be moments where I would fall asleep, but it would be for very short little spurts.
Every time I glance over and I seen that glow from your phone, I'm like, go to sleep.
I wanted to. But it would get annoying. It would be like, oh, I'm asleep. I would fall into a sleep fast, but wake up just as fast. I was like, ugh. So Marcus let me have a extra 2 hours of sleep by taking the boys to school today. And I greatly appreciated it because I needed it. I was like, I got too much stuff to do today.
Yeah, I be wanting to take the boys anyway in the morning.
I know, but he be laying in that bed like he don't.
But I don't need to get up the way you do. You know, we had 2 completely different routines when we take them.
Yeah, you yell at them.
I yell at them. Yeah, hurry up. We in that car. We ain't never been late.
You're right. I usually on Tuesdays because I have to get ready for work fully.
Yeah, I understand Tuesday.
And then Mondays I used to try. Now I don't. To be a little bit more ready by the time I came back home, I wouldn't have to do as much, but those days are over.
I body slam Amar in that tub, slather him up with some soap and water and rinse him off, throw clothes on him, get down there, fix him a bowl of cereal. I come up, get ready. I go down there, throw his lunch in, get in the truck, everybody.
He came and snuggled with me after he got out the tub.
I said, come on, we ain't got time for it.
I was trying to rub his back to try to get him dry. So we're going to start this off with one of our oldest segments. And that's In My Feelings, where we talk about what's got us feeling some type of way and what's got us feeling great.
Let me tell you what's got me in my feelings.
I got something making me feel good.
So let's start off with what's got us feeling great, babe. I'm just playing. Let me tell y'all what's got us as a unit feeling some type of way. So first of all, a special thank you to our Patreon and followers that decided to purchase popcorn from our kids for their mentorship program for their banquet of honor.
Right. And it was a last minute thing.
Yeah, I decided to do it. Yeah. We did not participate at all last year.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Let's do better. This is a program that we send our kids to.
Keep it on both of us.
Yeah.
Right.
This is a program that we send our kids to. We're going to help and actually do the fundraiser. I saw what the fundraising goal was for each child, and I was like, we are not doing that. The goal was $1,200 per child.
Right.
And I was like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, most of these people have one child in the program.
So at first, we
got 3.
I sent an email out to my close friends, the Marquitas, Brishas, Kevin, my crew from back home that's called the crew in the chat, their godmother Erica, their godmother Nina's in that other chat. I didn't even send it to their godfather. That's how much I was just kind of like, And then I sent it to my family chat. That's my aunts and my sisters and a couple of my cousins.
All I did was send it. I sent it to my mom and my sister. I didn't go all out. I just said I could have reached out to cut. Well, go ahead.
So then I was just like, I was apprehensive to send it to Patreon. I was like, I don't care enough. But I was just like, you know what? Let me not make the decision for them. I'm going to tell them that the boys are doing fundraisers because, mind you, I ignore all of these double good fundraisers. Y'all know I'm in quite a few organizations, and every single last one of them does a double good fundraiser, and I don't do any of them. But I said, you know what? We'll do it this time. So we did. And I didn't pay any attention to it. Let's be clear. My sister Daisy was like, I was going to buy some more popcorn, but your Patreon took care of it. And I go to look, and on Double Good, they have a leadership board, which is smart because they're like, oh, it'll get people egging to go to like sell a lot of popcorn. And our Patreon, literally, it was our Patreon. I won't even say it was our family. Well, maybe my mama, because she did buy a lot of popcorn. Bought so much popcorn, it put them at the top of the leaderboard. And I was like, oh. And so I showed the boys, and the twins were so super into it.
They got really excited.
They were like, we're at the top of the leaderboard. I said, yeah. I said, Patreon really, they really bought y'all's popcorn. So I was like, well, do y'all want to do a video to be posted on my regular like social media platform? And they were like, yes, absolutely. So I wrote a sketch for them, and like it took me maybe 8 minutes to write. And I said, we'll shoot it. And we shot it, we put it up, and I purposefully put it up when there was only 2 hours left of the fundraiser. Right. Because I was just like, I don't want this to be a big deal. And I even then was thinking, and I don't want it.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we didn't even tell our family until like there was 2 hours left.
Right.
Of like, hey, y'all do us a favor, go buy a bag of popcorn for this fundraiser.
Yes. It was,
or whatever, y'all, and do it within the next hour because it's about to end.
And it was literally to support the organization. Right. The twins were very much so in being in first place. So I said, we'll keep our first place spot though. I was like, we'll keep that because I knew we were going to accumulate enough sales that it wouldn't be like the child right beneath them at one point in time moved back to first place. And I was like, this child is doing a great job. And apparently, based off of the child's description, they were the #1 seller last year too. And I was like, but you know what? I already know my following is going to push past that. And we also bought popcorn as well. So lo and behold, by the time it all ends, we have sold as a family $3,800 worth of popcorn. The organization, I think, had a 13,000 total.
They were able to keep, I think it was like 24. They keep half of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so 12, almost 13,000.
So at us selling about $4,000 worth of popcorn, we made up for 1/6 of what was sold, right? So that night, I see an email sent out once it's all said and done, because we were $1,000 over, like $1,100 over the next seller. An email goes out from the organization, and it was like acknowledging the top two sellers the top seller for the older boys and the top seller for the younger boys. And they named the individual sellers. And I was like, okay, bet. But I sent a text and I said, hey, could you please at least acknowledge my boys? I know they're not individual sellers, but the fact that we raised $4,000 almost in popcorn, just mention that the account was the top selling account.
Yeah. Simple as that. Just the account.
Just the account. The twins really got into seeing it. So to kind of not even mention it seems odd. So I said, and also understand that they only have two parents.
Yeah.
I know it's 3 boys.
Yeah, but this is not 3 different households coming together.
Like when we say we're going to talk to our coworkers, we're actually just talking to each other. Like we don't even have company.
Their granny, which is my mother, and their mother, which is grandma, they're not buying 3 bags apiece just to support each boy, whether it was 1 or 16. Everybody's going to buy the same amount that they were going to buy.
Right.
For the Tanksley boys, not for Asai, for Kai, and for Marcus. That ain't how it works.
So she was like, I get it. I was just like, they're going out to the same network, because we're also, little Marcus didn't care. So it wasn't like he was about to ask his friends to buy popcorn.
Right.
Kai and Sai are not allowed to ask their friends to buy things. So literally it was our friends that we asked, our adult friends and our family and our followers. Okay. So she said, I get it. And she sends out a little email and was just like, she acknowledged the Tanksley boys as well as a couple of the other sellers that had did well. It was like 6 that she had mentioned. Boom, cat. Beautiful. Well, then recently there was an event for this organization.
Yeah. So we go to the event. This is like this initiation thing. They do like every other. I don't think they even do it every year. I don't know.
No, this is the first year I think they've done it.
Second.
Oh, okay.
The first year that I done it, I remember I had to
help
out a couple of the other boys because there wasn't people there for them. Anyway, we go to this event.
I didn't go.
A lot of things happen. It's me, Sai, Kai, and Marcus. We go to this event. A lot of things happening, and toward the end of it, they again announcing they have these tiers. It's like if you sold between this much and this much, you're in this category. Congratulations. They named everybody. It's 3 different tiers that they did. They did, for example, bronze, silver, and gold. Gold, if you sold this much between this much and this much. And then they did like the top 3. It may have been 3. I'm not sure. 3, maybe even 4. And they did, of course, everybody there is an individual. Nobody has a sibling, I don't think, in the program.
No, there's one other family that has siblings.
Okay, maybe one other family that has siblings. But anyway, so then they acknowledged the boy that was, all the other boys, and they acknowledged the boy that, he was basically, the one that was right under the twins. And it said, and of course, we have to acknowledge the Tanksley boys. They raised an astonishing, 3.8, blah, blah, blah. And we raised a total of this much. Everybody clapped their hands. And then they asked the one child, how was you all able to sell so much? And, he gave, we reached out to friends and family and this and that. And then they had Marcus stand. It was like, how did your family raise so much? And Marcus, he lied, said, friends at school, family.
It's like,
and then he said my parents and their network or whatever. So, which was fine. Everybody clapped. That's it. Wasn't no mountain bikes given out. Wasn't no prize. It was like, congratulations. Thank y'all for raising this. We're going to be able to do such and such with this. This has been great. Because I was already prepared. After the first email went out, I said, if I hear anything about this collaborative effort and like these boys got to get together and put all their resources together and that's how they came up with this, I'm going to stop the program. And I'm going to explain to everybody how this actually works.
Right. What collaboration are you talking about?
Luckily, I didn't have to do that. I was like, fine. Everybody got acknowledged. We cool. Left it alone.
So the next morning, I'll tell you what happened after this ad. We want to talk to you today about something that not a lot of people are talking about, and that is eating disorders. If you're concerned about your child's relationship with food or your own, I want to introduce you to the sponsor of today's episode, Equip. Equip is a virtual evidence-based eating disorder treatment program that's covered by most major insurance plans. Every Equip patient has access to a dedicated care team, including a therapist, dietitian, medical provider, and mentor. Eating disorders are easy to miss because they often show up in ways you wouldn't expect. Some signs of an eating disorder include feeling out of control around food, extreme picky eating, starting a rigid diet, or not letting yourself eat enough food. Eating or exercising in secret and feeling anxious at meal times could also be signs of an eating disorder. There are a lot of stereotypes around who gets eating disorders, but the reality is that it can affect people of all ages, genders, races, and body sizes. This is really, really something that we cannot ignore, especially the community of people that watch this podcast and those of us who are parents. This is not something we want to sweep under the rug. We definitely want to address it head on, especially if we see any of these signs. You don't need to have a formal diagnosis to get care from Equip if you or your child you don't need to have a formal diagnosis to get care from Equip for you or your child. Visit equip.health/argue to learn more. That's equip.health/argue. Thank you, Equip. The next morning, which was yesterday morning, I wake up to an email. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about, it's a long email. And it's a little confusing to me because the email is addressed only to the two people who run the program, the husband and wife. However,
it's reply all.
Yeah, all of the families are also on this email, including us, which is one thing that I actually despise about this organization is that I'm like, can we use BCC? I don't need to see anybody else's email. Right. I don't need none of that. This person sits up on here and talks about how things did not seem fair. And
this was a teaching moment for, our child, because, this is something that, they have to understand that life isn't fair and things don't always turn out the way we expect them to.
They would like, one suggestion that they would have to make for benefit and appearance of fairness would be to consider or provide initial clarification for the popcorn fundraising and how the winning contributor, would be selected. Whether by individual or group team can work together to combine tally or individual tally. The initial perception was that the individual fundraising per young man. However, your final tally allowed for brothers of the same household to combine their contributions, which overreached any other young man's individual contribution. In my humble opinion and experience, the family contribution should be split evenly or allowed for each individual of the family contribution to be counted separately for their respective ranking. By doing so, their individual contribution would place them in the ranking between 100 to 1999 and not the highest ranking. Again, in my opinion, this would have appeared more fair for all the young men. Although by allowing a family tally in this way, without allowing others to team up, it's presented a teachable moment for my son and I, where I had to explain why this was allowed and how the rules are not always fair, but regardless, we respect the outcome. I said, so I respond, there's more, but I respond, good morning. Were we all supposed to see the previous email? It was directly addressed to the people who run it. Yeah. but was specifically talking about my family. I'm not sure if this was intentional or by accident. Please advise.
Yeah. Crickets.
Don't nobody say nothing. Okay. Then I get a private email from one of the organizers, and they were like, listen, yesterday was gorgeous. It was such a good time. She was like, we recognized your boys as gold sellers. Mm-hmm. And she was like, nothing else needs to be discussed. We'll talk to that individual personally.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, good. I had other parents that I know personally reach out to me and was like, what was that about? Especially, there's a mom, real quick, there's a mom in there who only has one son. Mm-hmm. But she's so over the popcorn thing because she has a daughter who was doing a popcorn fundraiser at the same time.
Yeah.
And she was like, they don't realize when you have multiple children doing this, you're at the disadvantage.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I told Angel. I said, why are my boys starting at a disadvantage because they are siblings? This thing don't even let you set up multiple accounts.
It doesn't. Like, you have to get a whole nother email address. You have to do all this other stuff and have it, like, you can't have one email address with multiple accounts attached to it. You have to use different. I'm not doing all that.
But even if you did, it's still at a disadvantage. Because people ain't buying 3 bags of popcorn if they don't want to. If they wanted to buy 3, they were just going to buy 3. They ain't going to buy 9 because it's 3 boys doing it.
Yeah.
I said, they don't get to, you get 100, you get 100, now we got 300 bags. No, that's not how this works. If he sell 100, he sell 100, he sell 100, that's 100 bags.
Right.
Period.
Right.
So why are they taking 100 and having to divide it by 3?
So
to dumb it down for the people that don't understand.
I said, so I'm like, I asked multiple times while we were doing the popcorn fundraiser, is there a prize? Is there a prize?
The prize is the applause.
Because then I could understand maybe there being some issue, and we would have definitely been like, give it to the individual sellers when our kids don't need anything. There's no prize, okay? There's no money being given out. This money does not come back to us. This money goes into the organization. So it really irritated me because I'm like, this almost $4,000 worth of popcorn that we sold benefits everybody's child in here.
Exactly. They don't take none of that home.
Oh, so I was just like, so my friends were just like, people are tripping. I said, what are they talking about? Teachable what? In collaborative efforts? I said, what do they think? Do they think our kids are going door to door, knocking?
Door to door. They ain't got the same family members, or they don't all go to the same school. You get your school to donate. I'm going to get my entire school to donate. And you get your school to donate. No, no.
That is not. Their mother sent out a text message. Their daddy sent out a text. That's the collaborative
the same
effort.
Thing the other parents did. They got one child.
Right.
Text messages went out.
Well, lo and behold, we get ready to lay down in the bed. And I was just like, all right, she's going to talk to that person. I ain't got to worry about it. Another email comes through. All right. I hope this message finds everyone well. I just wanted to take a moment. And I feel no problems reading these emails out loud, because if you're going to CC me on them, if you're going to reply all.
Oh, yeah.
It's now my communication.
Reply to all.
It's now my communication. You didn't want to have a private conversation with me. And it also feels like, because they kept saying somebody said during the fundraiser, it feel like 3 brothers are ganging up on us. I said, they got one mama. What are you talking about? Like, stop acting as if these boys is out here on the phone making calls. This is not a phone-a-thon. Like, chill out. I truly appreciate the parent who spoke up about this. Yeah. It takes real courage to share concerns in a group setting. Mm-hmm. Is that what you think it is? It feels real passive aggressive is what it feels like, actually. Especially when it's about something that impacts all of our young men. That's not always an easy thing to do, but it's actually how we foster an environment of openness and growth. Spirit of transparency and respect that comes with constructive feedback is one of the reasons why I believe this group is so impactful for our children. I agree that the situation with the family tally for the fundraiser was a bit tricky. The decision to allow the brothers to combine their efforts, what combined efforts is what I kept wanting to say, wasn't what many of us expected, but it certainly provided an unexpected teachable moment for all of us, both as parents and mentors. It allowed us to have real conversations about fairness, teamwork, and how rules sometimes don't always line up with expectations. Important lessons that go beyond just the fundraiser. While it's understandable that the outcome might not have felt fair to everyone, I think the true gift was how it prompted these conversations and allowed us to explore more complex dynamics with our kids. As a mother to a black son, all of us are.
Everybody in there is...
Write down the time code.
Sorry.
I also deeply appreciate how our children are learning about resilience, fairness, and the importance of respecting different perspectives. Even when things don't feel ideal, they provide an opportunity for growth. It's moments like these that really help shape our kids' experience and understand the world around them. I was like, I know y'all are effing.
I'm laying in bed at this point with my phone out. I'm responding. Don't nobody trip harder than a Tanksley. You think you tripping? Don't nobody trip harder than a goddamn Tanksley. I get it from my daddy. Whoo!
I was like, these people have lost I really was like, are we sure there was no prize? Like,
Angel, she zoom in big, yes. Zoom. Angel said, was there a prize? I said, we clapped. We clapped. He sold this much. He sold this much. Together we sold this. Congratulations, boys. I said, if they were to win a prize, let's say it was a mountain bike. We ain't getting 3 mountain bikes.
We're not.
Your son, by his lonely ass self, he gonna go home with a mountain bike. These boys gonna have to share one. And most likely, 1 out of the 3 can't ride the bike.
And I'm petty enough that I'd be like, nope, you don't get to divide this how you want. Sion Kai get 1 sale piece.
Yeah.
Marcus get all the rest of the sales. So guess who still won? The Tanksleys. So, anywho, I was just like, wow. This wasn't even for real competitiveness,
this was no
Angel.
Competition.
Y'all know all. Competitive Angel. Competitive Angel is outstanding social media influencer of the year because she was doing a live every single damn day to get people to vote. That's not what this was. This was, let's make sure we have contributed to this fundraiser this year.
So I let Angel go ahead and draft up. Why ain't you send it yet?
Cause I told you, I said, this is going to be revenge best served cold. I needed to type out my thoughts just to get it out of my head.
So next year, if we do this, I said, if this is what they want to do, we're going to have 1 child enter. And we're going to start early. And that one child is going to raise more than the total was this year. And we're going to let everybody team up. Go on and come up with your little groups. Go on with your family, team up. Because they don't understand the army of support that we have that we did not tap into.
That's the part where I'm like, why are y'all confused? I think because...
Y'all had 2 hours.
I think because they think the only way we could have sold that much is because it was 3 boys. And I'm like, even if there was 1 boy... we could have sold that much easily because that didn't require much effort.
If we had 1 or we have 17 boys in this program, the same amount is going to get sold.
It's that simple. And I'm like, I want to be like, and not rude, but to be like, do y'all?
The organizers know what's up.
Yeah. Do y'all know me? And this is not to be braggadocious. I don't have a regular job, y'all. I don't do whatever it is that y'all do. If y'all own y'all's business, if y'all work in corporate America, my job is literally an influencer. My job is to literally help people make decisions on how they're going to spend their disposable income.
Yeah, for real.
That's literally my job, is me saying.
We literally get paid to entertain y'all. like the more people eyes we have on us, well, at least specifically black folk, because other people, they don't need a lot of eyes. But the more eyes we have on us, the better off we are at feeding our family. That's our job. Period. Imagine what we could do with a weekend when we only had 2 hours and we were able to outsell by that much.
I really want to be, because I in their minds, I think there's no way we should have been able to do it. But I'm like, just truly stop, pause, look at who you're talking to.
I'm going to send my insight, put my insights in. Like, this is the smaller of the two accounts.
Right.
Look at his YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, combine that and see if he actually put a post on any of those to sell some goddamn popcorn.
And this was just the angel wings. I didn't even say, hey, to my cousin stage crew. I didn't even say hey to them. We just did angel wings, takes riders. I didn't say, hey, stage crew.
Last minute on a Friday.
I'm really like, I was really like, y'all are making a big, it would have been different. And this is where I thought they were actually going to have a problem. I thought they were going to have a problem because a mom influencer was using her influence to sell popcorn.
And you didn't.
That's where I thought the problem would be. So that's why I held off. I could have went Rambo. I could have really been like, F everything else, buy this popcorn.
I will start a podcast beginning of next year just to sell popcorn for this thing at the end of the year next year. It's like,
I said, I don't.
And the thing is, it's all for a good cause. It's only to benefit these boys. I will benefit the hell out of them. You understand me? The FBI will have to do an investigation. Like, you know what? Something's wrong. It ain't no way this is just a charity event.
This much popcorn that came.
What's inside these bags? They're going to be looking for illegal stuff.
So, because the fundraiser is only like 4 days. And I only participated, like I sent family and friends on the third day. And then the second day is when, or at the end of the third day, one of the two, is when I asked you all. It was never a thing where I was... Truly, if it wasn't for the angel wings, this would have never become any type of competitive thing.
Right.
It wasn't until I saw how y'all jumped us so far ahead, I said, oh, they are acting up. They are acting up. One of my moderators was like, Angel, the boys are back in second. And I was like, okay, I haven't placed my popcorn order. I'll place it. It will be fine. But it was never a thing of, as soon as we passed the 500 threshold, I was actually fine. I was like, that's good enough.
I'm just thinking about our friends that we didn't even say nothing to.
Correct.
Like the amount. Somebody said, no, we not could be far from the rich. Well, I don't think we the rich group, but we are rich in support.
Yeah.
We are definitely the wealthiest in support of people that follow us in this group.
Yeah. Yeah. So more than likely, we had already had the discussion. More than likely, the twins will not be returning back to the organization, not because of this. We were already talking about it. It is a lot of coordinating on our part, and there's other stuff that they want to do.
This dude.
I'll keep talking. You can put it on me. But little Marcus, this next year would be his last year. He gets to graduate out. He's been in this organization, I think, for 6 years. So we've been a part of it for a while. So he really wants to graduate out. So we know he's going to be in there. But if even if the twins are in there, we're still going to do one account. I'm not doing the foolishness. And I said, I'll make it my mission that we will outsell all the other boys combined. I said, I don't care what I have to do. Did you show you and you sent it to our house? You're in front of my camera. But this was not Jack and Jill. So I don't want y'all to think that. No, it was not them. This is another organization, mentorship program that they've been in for a while where it's just only Black boys. And again, we had never, ever participated in the fundraiser. I've been like, no, we're going to buy the tickets for the table, yada, yada, yada. So now that happened, right, This is the type of petty. And then when they asked my eldest son, how did they sell so much popcorn next year? I want him to stand up and say, because my parents are petty. My parents are petty. And because you all were such complainers last year. And the thing is that I don't understand why it's this big ordeal, because we never said don't acknowledge the individual sellers, and the individual sellers did get acknowledged. It sounds like they're mad that my boys got acknowledged at all. That's the part that really doesn't make sense to me, is why are you mad that my kids are being acknowledged by the organization that's being benefited by their parents' contribution? Let me tell you, me and Marcus are on the fund at our kids' school, meaning we literally make phone calls to people once a month and ask them to donate. When people donate, the school makes sure they send a letter of appreciation, some sort of acknowledgement. When you raise over a certain amount, they invite you to a party, whether it be the husband that gave it, whether it be the wife that gave it. The husband and wife are invited to come. So for me, knowing the elements of fundraising, whenever you have a family that has raised this amount of money, a household, bump a family, a household that has raised this much money for your organization, that's not something you skate over. You say, thank you. And that's it. That's all. That's all I was asking is, yo, don't skip over this. Let's pause. Do not skip. And these parents really are saying their children had a problem with my sons. And only one of my sons stood up to say anything. It wasn't as if they were like, oh, now you say something and we applaud you. Now you say something. It was these three boys did it. And she explained it the way I had said to her that, hold on, Marcus is going to cross frame again.
I know answer at the door.
This is one family. This is one household. Oh,
Oh yeah, they
So I want, if the right now, like I said, the twins are not returning, but for some reason, if that changes, and they do, I want to make it clear that when they do divide the thing by 3, there still will be no child that should be even in the conversation. And that's on period.
Yeah. Because if we just have the one child in there, if Marcus is still there in his program, he's going to be the top selling account, the top selling individual. Mm-hmm. And like I said, they can put together all their little families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they people. Good luck.
Have it all. Have it all. Do all the things. And then write the emails. Write them. But yeah, that's what's got us feeling some type of way. And
this is literally, it's not like something was taken from this boy.
From anybody's child.
From anybody. I'm like, but anybody. So now you want to bring us up in an email that I done seen? Okay.
Because I was just like, I didn't understand why I was being brought up especially the first one, which was petty. They should have only been acknowledged on this level. I wanted to be like, don't tell me where my kids need to be acknowledged. You need to calm it down.
And where they really messed up, honestly, from doing all this, now you got to see me in my face when I drop these kids off. Because now I'm going to talk loud about it.
Oh, no.
To the other fathers and whoever else. Man, I can't believe somebody was tripping over this popcorn sale. I'm that petty. I'm that dude. Yes, y'all going to hear me laughing and talking about it out loud.
Yeah, petty will rise up. Petty will rise up. And then they're going to be mad again. And I'm going to be like, now see, you could have said nothing. You could have just been like, people who run this organization, you could have went to them and be like, listen, next time, can there be a better like explanation? Because I went back and looked at the emails. There was nothing that said, we actually weren't the only joint account. That's how I know there's somebody else who has siblings. Mm. Because it's too difficult to do separate accounts.
Right.
They could have just been like, hey, we were confused and we didn't realize that they could do that. And that person could re-explain, listen, no, we still acknowledge the individual sellers. We just, because they outsold everybody, we just wanted to say thank you to them as well.
And the fact that they won last year, so they was expecting to be the big top winner.
I'm telling you, that's really what it was.
I will keep my boys in this program just for that. Just for the popcorn sale.
I just was like, I even said in the group chat of the thing, I said, congratulations to the boy who was like the first individual. I said, that's an amazing job, what he pulled off. Because I'm like, I know you're not a family of influencers, so this had to be real work.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I know people at work mad at y'all. Sarah over selling this popcorn again. It's like...
Yeah, it wasn't that they even outsold them by 100. It was $1,100 we outsold them by. $1,100.
And that was without trying.
Next year, it's going to be, I want them to cry. But no, I did tell little Marcus. I read him the email. I said, I want you to know what's happening. He was like, what? I said, did you ask anybody to buy popcorn? He was like, no. I said, so do you know what the collaborative effort is that they're talking about? I said, is it the sketch? He was like, I don't know. He was like, you two sent out stuff like everybody else's parent did. I said, this is not old school fundraising.
Yeah, this ain't door to door.
This is not door to door. This is not phone calls. We're going to drop y'all
off at 3 different neighborhoods. Y'all do door. No, this ain't that.
This is sending a link.
But it will be.
You think I won't send them around the cul-de-sac?
The people in the cul-de-sac alone, these people got so much money.
So much. I just now thought of it. Didn't even think about them.
This our cul-de-sac. We could be like, excuse me, our boys are selling popcorn. And it's a competition. We really want them to come in first place. There's a huge language barrier. I know these people would be like, blank check.
There's one family, they got about 9 people in there. I'm be like, I need all of y'all to buy 2 bags of popcorn in here.
They don't know the half of it.
Oh, and Amara's old enough. Oh, baby. Now we might need to do it next year because we could drop off all 4 of them. Even though Amar's not going to do well in this program.
Yeah, I don't do well.
Amar's not going to do well.
No.
He's not. He's not going to do well at all. But still might. Listen, shoot. Drop them all off. Be like, thanks. Divided by 4.
Yeah.
Still.
Matter of fact, I'm on it. Divided by 5. Anybody come close yet?
Anybody?
No?
Yeah.
You know what? Give that kid my portion. Let them have that. Did they catch? They still ain't catch it? Dang.
Yeah, so that's what's got us feeling some type of way. Hopefully you enjoy. It did. It really bothered me.
And for me, it's just like, y'all know how I am. Addressing the situation is one thing, but as soon as you reference my kids, that's where I got to. You reference my family, my wife, my kid. That's where the issue comes in for me. So now the wheels are already turning. The everything's in motion. Now I'm Big Patty. The next drop off, I'm still gonna be Big Patty. I don't care what happens after this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show up. I never drop them off early. I'm gonna show up early and leave late. Holding conversations.
I just don't. To say that it took courage to be passive aggressive, that did not feel courageous to me. It didn't. And courageous is say something during the public event.
You could have addressed it right there. And I would have had a conversation with you, a nice, peaceful conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you know what? I understand where you're coming from. However, see my point of view from this.
Right.
And I would have explained it. Because I was prepared to stand up. I was getting dressed, putting my tie on like, now, Angel, if they pull this bullshit, just know I'm going to put it at a halt and I'm going to address it.
Why did Kaylin said, I want little Marcus to have a crown and a sash at the next event? That's what it makes me want to make them shirts.
Or a cane.
Right. It makes me want to make them shirts that say top popcorn fundraising account.
Popcorn pushers.
I don't want to put them in the middle of it. And that's also the thing. I feel like they tried to weaponize their children in this. They were so disappointed. No, you were. I can fully admit, I was the one disappointed that my kids didn't recognize that our family had sold the most popcorn. I did take into consideration that that my kids, being that they watched it, if they didn't hear their names at the thing, they would have been like, did you forget about us? But it wasn't a thing of me saying, well, you shouldn't include these other people. It was never that. Let those other boys shine because they deserve to shine. Well, their parents do, because I'm sure their parents are the ones who sold the popcorn. But please, make sure you say something about my kids. That's it. Quick little, and thank you to the Tanksleys. Yeah. That's it. Oh, my God, today.
But we here now.
Mm-hmm. Listen, y'all know my type. Listen, y'all know my type of petty. Josh leaving me in coach. What I go do? Bought that last first class ticket to watch his ass walk back to Comfort Plus. That's my kind of petty. My type of petty is sending a man who wants to eat unhealthy foods because I'm tired of him being thin. That's my type of petty. Thank you for giving me a mission in 2026.
My type of petty is loading up your truck full of trash while you're out of town, just for you to come back in town and find it the next morning.
Yeah. So don't worry, you guys. In December, just be ready. Because I'm sure or like near Thanksgiving, that's when we'll do the fundraiser again.
Oh, and y'all gonna see us pushing this.
I'm gonna do like an Olympic video. Last year, the haters. It's gonna have the music
stretching and stuff.
Yeah. We're upset that the Tanksley Boys were able to put their efforts together when we still don't know what those efforts were. Because it was their mother and their dad.
And I'm gonna remind you, like, it's NAACP Image Award all over. I'm gonna send you that link. I need you to send this to your family and coworkers. I need them to send it to their family and coworkers.
Come on. Yeah. Yes.
Well, we're gonna get more popcorn sold than Kamala Harris got her votes.
Come on. Exactly. Exactement. Anyways, what's got you feeling good?
Man, what's got me feeling good? You know what? The dolls are doing better.
Thank you for acknowledging
They are.
it.
The dolls are doing better. It's hard to say, but they are. I was telling Angel yesterday we got home and, you know, I left. It was a bunch of times I had to leave the house yesterday. Left to go meet you. Mm-hmm. Left to go meet Angel because she was in a parade. Put the dog, had them outside. They was ripping and running and stuff. Put them back in their respective kennels. Left to go meet Angel. No. It wasn't that time. It was, we came back home, fed the dogs and all that. It was when I left back out to go get Marcus.
Okay.
Put them back in their kennels again. They did some running around, played outside. Came back to the house, came through the garage because I was in my one of the classics. So park it in the garage. We walk in the house. Castle meets us at the door, wagging his tail. Like, where y'all been? When I tell you, my stomach fell to my feet.
Oh, Lord.
I was like, oh, no.
What has he ripped up?
Oh, no. I could have, like, this breed of dog, any Mastiff puppy, any breed of Mastiff, puppyhood, they can be destructive, especially if they get bored. They're strong, they're curious, they smart, they get into shit. That's just what happens. Mm-hmm. So the thought of this fool running around in my house with nothing to do.
We're going to realize what he's done in a little bit.
I said, Mark, I was like, come on, Cass. I put him outside. I said, Marcus, check the house, check every room. Look for anything that don't look right. Look for something chewed up. Look for pee, crap. Something out of place. Did you throw
away something so that I wouldn't see that it had been messed up?
Nah, nothing that he messed up.
What'd you mess up?
I ain't mess up nothing.
What did someone mess up?
Ain't nobody messed up nothing. Have I thrown stuff away? Yes. Will you ever know what those things are? Absolutely not.
When I realize that they're gone and I say, have you seen? Are you
It'll
going
be
to
years from now and I won't remember. If I do remember, I will admit to you. But usually when you
I feel like you're lying.
Usually when you start asking like, do you remember so and so? Have you seen that? And I honestly don't be remembering. I honestly don't. However, if I do remember, I'll be like, oh yeah, I threw it away a couple years ago. But I ain't gonna never remember nothing like Anyway, you get me off track. We swept the house.
I can't take it.
We swept the house. We didn't find nothing. Like, I don't know. Maybe he just got out because we got motion sensors in the house and the alarm was on. He's big enough to where I'm pretty sure the motion sensor would have picked him up. So I think maybe he was just in the living room. Maybe he just got out. But his cage was sitting wide open like it never got closed.
He's probably just sitting on the couch sleeping.
The first thing I did was I was like, check to see how warm the couch cushions was. I said, I know he was on. He wasn't on it. I was like,
he tore up one of the holiday things while in his cage.
He did. It wasn't one. It was one of them things the kids brought home.
That Amar was so excited to have.
I don't know how he got to it. He was in his cage. One of these, they give him these.
They're called holiday greens.
Holiday greens is basically just chopped off piece of a evergreen tree and put some ribbon and stuff on it. And somehow he got it inside the cage with him and chewed that thing up. It had ribbon and glitter and green all over the outside of the kennel and the inside of the kennel.
Not even tell Marcus. He said, Angel, did you see he had? I said, yes, I saw he had it. Yes.
What about your dog chewing up any type of bedding that we put in her kennel?
She hasn't chewed up that one.
Have you checked it?
I saw it today.
You didn't look at it. Pull it out and look at it.
I don't think she did. She's anxious because first of all, he took her couch. The couch I purchased her.
You didn't tell neither one of those dogs whose it was. So
I would have been fine with him sharing it with her, but he took it over.
I be checking him. He has a dominant spirit those dogs are dominant anyway, especially when it comes to her, and I check him every chance I get. Like he tried to lay on her small bed.
Yeah, I went and bought her another bed. This one is smaller. I said, shouldn't be comfortable for him because it's small. He said, I'll make it comfortable. Don't worry.
Coiled up like a snake.
Yes, to get in the bed.
So right now, he knows he ain't supposed to say it. So he'll walk over there and look at me and walk right. He'll walk on it and walk right past it and get out.
Knowing he knows it's just his scent. That's all it needs to be on there. And she's going to be a little less willing to get on there.
She was on it last night. You see, she was on her back.
Mm-hmm. That's why I got it for her. I said,
oh, she's enjoying that bed.
It's such a nice little bed. It's like a bed actually for a cat, but I was like, it matches the furniture.
Most cats are bigger than her.
I know. She's so cute.
But they doing better. Inside, the only accidents they've been having, this week, because she still every now and then will do something like, why did you do that? Only accidents they've been having in the house is from excitement.
Excitement, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The other day, I went down to pet her and she rode on her back and it was like a damn fountain. Like damn water hoses. I was like, what is wrong with you?
Daddy loves me.
She pissed on her face, on my feet.
Well, he peed on my feet too, outside. Do you recall?
Yeah, he does that to everybody. That's why I'm like, ignore him. He pissed run into me the other day. Just a stream of pee as he galloped toward me out of excitement. Just pee, trail of piss.
Why didn't you ignore him?
I did ignore. I ain't say nothing to him.
See, it doesn't matter.
No, Angel, no. Hell no. Angel's on some bull. No.
Don't know me like I'm a dog.
Angel, don't say no because you would be in the house. He'll be like, and you'll start talking. I'm like, Angel, don't say nothing to him. And then he'll be all excited. Then she say, hey, baby, and there's the pee. I'm like,
do you want him to be a family dog or no?
He is a family dog. You got to ignore the excitement so they know I get affection when I'm calm. That's what Caesar been telling us for 20 years. Calm submissive.
Calm submissive. Okay, you're going to fill in the blank for these Mad Libs, okay?
Oh, shit, I hate this stuff.
No, you actually love it.
Do I?
Yeah.
I do love it.
You love it so much.
I just not good at it, but I love it.
Sometimes searching for the right doctor is like a bad Mad Libs. You're going to fill this out. You ready? Who is within blank miles of you? Fill in the blank. No, fill in the blank part. Who is within blank?
2 miles.
All right, there you go. Who doesn't keep you in the waiting room for blank hours?
3.
Who can actually help you with blank issue?
Health. Personal.
Who actually makes you feel blank?
Good.
Oh, what was Jock? That works.
Oh.
You get to fill it in.
Courageous.
Well, with ZocDoc,
Gonna pull his ass.
and ZocDoc makes it easy to fill in those blanks to help you find the right doctor for your specific needs. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skin care, and much more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, who are located nearby, who are a good fit for any medical needs you may have, and who are highly rated by verified patients. You can also see their actual appointment openings. Choose a time that works for you and click to instantly book a visit. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments. We love ZocDoc. This is how we got Marcus through his entire herniated disc process. We depended on ZocDoc. That's the way we got him into a doctor fast, because it was not a situation where we wanted to have to wait weeks upon weeks. So truly, I don't know what we would have done this past summer if it wasn't for ZocDoc. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/argue. To find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/argue. ZocDoc.com/argue. And I want to tell you about one of our favorites. You all know them as Every Plate. Marcus calls them
plates.
All right. Every Plate is so amazing, because who wants to be in the grocery store these days? There's so many people, so many germs, just traffic. Who wants it? As you get for the holidays, let Every Plate save you time and money with everyday low prices you can count on. The most affordable of any meal kit. Have more money for holiday shopping with fresh pre-portioned ingredients that are cheaper than groceries. Explore crowd-pleasing varieties with Every Plate's rotating menu of more than 25 weekly recipes, including 30 minutes or less, family faves, calorie smart, and veggie dishes. Get ready for the holidays with easy sides like apple pie, crescent rolls, and sweet potato casserole. Or take a break from rich holidays foods with their collection of holiday detox recipes. That sounds amazing. Simplify your weeks with hassle-free meals. Get pre-planned, easy-to-make recipes delivered right to your door. With affordable dinners for just $5.99 per serving, plus 50% off your first box. Every Plate helps you save money for a stress-free holiday season. With affordable dinners for just $5.99 per serving, plus 50% off your first box. Every Plate helps you save money for a stress-free holiday. Get this amazing deal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code ARGUE599.
ARGUE599.
That's code ARGUE599.
599.
At everyplate.com/podcast. Okay. Why? What's got me feeling good is gearing up for the holiday season. This past weekend, I got to work with the Delta Gyms again, which was so fun. We did the Granada Hills Holiday Parade. So it was me, my sorors, and 19 young ladies walking down the streets of the valley. It was hilarious. We did a giveaway of JBL headphones that we got donated. And
Where them things come from?
Got them donated from a mom who works for JBL at the school, actually, AKA. But she was just like, I have some. She said, if you give me enough notice, I can get you sound bars too for you to do giveaways for.
Hold on. I'm just going to ask, which model sound bar?
I don't know. I'll ask. You know, that's something I could have actually gotten for the mentorship organization as prizes for the individual sellers.
Oh, yep. Well. Oh, well.
Anyway, so it was so funny. I said, some of the things that we did, because my co-chair forgot to bring raffle tickets. They were in her car, and I was just like, we'll figure out another way to do it. Don't worry. We'd already walked 2 miles in the sun. It was a lot. So I said, who here can name all the adults in the room? Them girls looked at me. They said, "We know your name, Miss Angel, and that is it." One girl was like, "There is a Miss Sheila." I was like, "No, there's not." She was like, "Yes, there is." I said, "There is no Miss Sheila here." They were like, "We promise. There's been a Miss Sheila."
It was more than one of them that said that?
Two of them that were
At least they
determined.
sticking together.
They said, first of all, we feel like we're being gaslit and that there is a Miss Sheila. I said, I don't know what type of things you all do at your school, but I think you need to really think about the consequences it's having on your mental capabilities. But it was great. They really had a great time. We did a pizza party for them after first of all, it timed out perfectly. I had them a banner made. Like, I felt so good about what I pulled off for them 19 girls. We had gifts for them. One of the other sorors got gifts for them. And they were complaining because let me tell you, these girls, I thought they were going to fight me in these streets. Before the parade started, they were like, "Miss Angel, you ain't got no snacks?" I said, "How much y'all pay to be in this group? How much y'all pay?" They were like, "Nothing." I said, "So you going to drink this water? Because that's the budget we got." One of the sorors went to the 99-cent store, got them chips and stuff. But you should have seen how it was like The Walking Dead. When I found some like candies in my wagon and like chips, I was like, "Who wants this?" They were like, it's like, if y'all don't calm down. But they were so great. Their personalities are coming out. We're trying to get them to know each other better. They just started a group text chat, which I was just like, great, so that they can invite each other to their birthday parties and stuff like that. So I just had a great weekend with that. Also took Amar to this Kwanzaa celebration, and I don't think I told you this. So Amar was having a blast at the Kwanzaa celebration. He was having fun, and it was indoors, same place that we had the Jack and Jill event that I threw. Mm-hmm. So there was a place where kids could really play on the inside, and I wanted to look at some of the vendors. So I would say to Amar, "I'm going to be right over here."
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Well, at one point in time, he'd had ice cream, and then he'd asked for ice cream again. And I said, "You know what? Why not?" This is why Marcus is at the mentorship thing with the older boys.
Patiently waiting to act a fool.
So Amar was like, "I'm tired of walking. I'm tired of my feet." Right? Basically. And I said, "Well, you can sit over in those red chairs." Well, there was a young lady there who was a supporter of mine. She came to me and Kev's tour in LA. She was giving complimentary massages. And she saw me when I first walked in there. She was like, "Angel, make sure you come to my chair." I said, "I sure enough is." So at the end of the night, I was like, "Let me go over there." So I tell Amar to sit down, and literally I walked maybe 10 feet to her chair from where me and Amar split from each other. Put my face down in the chair. She's massaging me. It's one of those, where you sit up, but your face is in. She massages me for 10 minutes. I get out the chair, and she's not selling anything, but her best friend is selling candles. I said, "Well, I'll buy a candle from your best friend to support you." She was like, "Oh, thank you." I go to pay with my phone. I look at my messages on my phone, and I see text messages from one of my old church members and phone calls. "Angel, where are you? Your child is over here crying." And I said, "What?" And then the woman who gave me the JBL speaker, she sees me. She said, "Angel, come here." I said, "Is my son somewhere crying?" That baby was, he was toe up. I said, "Amar, you didn't see me? I was right basically in the same place I left you in." He's like, "I didn't see you."
He used the Ronald McDonald hair.
I
said, "Where's the red head at?"
I said, "You think I left you?" "Yes." I said, "Oh,
Boy said, "I've been abandoned."
I said, "I'm so sorry. I would never leave you." And he just didn't. None of the adults there, even though so many of the adults know him personally, meaning they know me personally, not through social media. He just didn't. He was not about to talk to any of them about his concerns. He was just going to sit there and cry by himself. But other than that, me and Amar had a great time.
Angel over here. Kevin Hart. "I almost lost you today, didn't I?" Traumatized that boy.
I did. I felt so bad because we had done so good the whole day. Me and Amar were not beside each other for majority of the thing.
He's good at being his little independent self. But usually when he knows where we at, he'll, "All right, I'll see y'all later."
I was having conversations with adults for like 20 minutes uninterrupted. But like he would come around the corner, find me. I'd be like, "I'm right here." And then he'd go back, and nobody is about to, because most of the people in that room knew me. Whether or not I knew them, they knew me. Nobody was gonna let anybody walk off with my child.
Right.
So it was.
And
he was
enclosed.
It was enclosed. Yeah.
You have to come on. You have to go through a gate to come onto the property, and then go inside the facility. So it's like very secure.
Yeah. So I was not demure. The only thing I would have been worried about is just like if he were to have hurt himself. But again, because everybody knows me, if he hurt himself, they would just been like, Angel, Amar's over here hurt, and I would have just dealt with it. But I will say, besides that, okay, had a great weekend, being very Black, being very Delta-like. Just, it was a great time. And had some fun with my husband. Yeah. We need to do, you know what we did not do? We started and it completely fell apart, but we're going to do it next year.
What?
The date challenge book.
Oh, yeah.
I was so excited to do it, and then it just didn't come to fruition. It's right here.
We had stuff happening.
Marcus, you always
It was
say
the
that?
summertime. We were traveling.
Marcus, we
Injury.
haven't traveled since August. We're in December.
School started. You been traveling? It feel like you are gone every month for something.
Where did I go in the month of November?
Nowhere in November. What about October? You went somewhere in October?
Tell me.
September, you went somewhere? August, you
Wait a
went
minute,
somewhere?
where did I go
You
in
always
October?
gone.
Where did I go in October?
Anyway, that's your fault. You was heading that up. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
What you happened?
Yeah. It was a good weekend.
It was.
I went and picked him up. Marcus was I don't know what is up with my son.
What you talking about?
Most people, my oldest son is the only one in the family I've seen do this. Amar can't do it because his seat don't recline. He can't slouch down in a car seat. Uh-huh. Most people will recline a seat. My seats move literally it's 32 different directions in my truck. Any kind of way you want to manipulate that seat, it'll move it. Marcus will not. He will sit straight up, fall asleep, and his forehead will collapse into his lap. He just I'm like, Marcus, sit back and just go to sleep. So yesterday we in the classic, and that seat is the front seat's a bench. So I'm not about to let my seat, and it don't recline like that, like butterfly open. It's like it rocks. So it'll go forward, up, down, and it it rocks. So the whole thing. Anyway, he's sitting there asleep, and to see this boy fall asleep with no support. I know people were looking because I had the front windows down. People were looking like, is he alive?
Yes, he'd be looking like
he'd be like, where you get this body from?
The way my stomach look on here, look like I got a whole fanny pack on.
It's like, why do I look like that? In the thing. But he's in this thing, and I'm like, at the very least, slouch down like this so you could, because there's enough room to do it in that car, but not here. I can't even do it because I'll mess around and pull something. Ain't no crossbody seatbelt in these cars. It's just the lap. So I'm hitting turns.
My little baby. He be so tired.
He be looking drunk.
He be so
looking
tired.
stuck like one of them.
I know.
Somebody done gave him something.
When his mouth be open.
He done went to the dealer. Yeah, it is.
It'd be tearing me up when his mouth is open. Leave my
That's
baby
what they
alone.
was thinking. That boy is high as hell.
What do you want for Christmas?
Angel.
We did this great gift guide. Don't you dare. We did this great gift guide last week. So good. My husband
then
will
listen,
not.
Get something off of it then. All that stuff I named. Go back, watch the episode.
Listen, you know that there's nothing on there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Vincent.
Yeah, there's so many things.
No, for real. It's been it's for years now. I can't really, I just be enjoying y'all.
I enjoy you too.
Just give me I'll find some websites. Give me some gift cards to some auto websites. I told, hey, I want rims for my truck. 24s.
I get to pick them out?
No.
Okay, so then,
Hell no.
then it can't be, I just want rims for my truck, 24s.
You can buy the tires.
I could be any ones that I pick out?
They got to fit the rims, the 24-inch rims.
So just some tires that fit 24-inch rims.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to pick them out.
She act like this. She thinks it's going to be exciting. This is like Michelin, Goodyear, Pirelli.
No, you going to be mad because you'll be like, how the hell did you find these? Ain't nobody. Have you ever heard of these? I was like, I know they're unique and rare.
Tires last 10 miles.
You don't like them? They have your name on them. You get them personalized. Tanksley Tank. So what are you looking forward to this holiday?
My brunch not being jacked up by your family cooking.
I gotta pay for the brunch. Remind me to pay for the brunch after we get off here.
This holiday, this is literally the same thing every year. I'm looking forward to my boys. What they be ruining Christmas, man.
What you?
Because it ain't like the gift giving that the traditional stuff. It's all games and apps and crap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like the excitement of what toy, well, Mari, but like what toys we gonna open up and play on Christmas Day.
No, that's not happening. It's not that.
I'm gonna tell them y'all ruined Christmas.
You ruined Christmas for me.
That's what I'm gonna get me. That's what you can get me. A remote control truck. I'm gonna tell you which one too.
Okay, show it to me. It's gonna be something stupid.
Nah, it ain't. Oh yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah. I think the brunch is actually gonna be really great. I bought some beautiful plates for the brunch. They're disposable, so it's not like I'm about to add to our storage. The one thing that I did buy that does add to our home collection is I bought really beautiful chafing dishes. Because that's the one thing that I really love that Chef Mel does is that she sets up these really nice chafing dishes and platters. And I have some really nice platters. I just didn't have any like hot chafe. All the ones I have are aluminum. So I was like, let me buy some nice ones because we do entertain enough that I could whip them out again. I also bought some linen, not linen, but like, what are they called? Cloth napkins with these gorgeous napkin holders around them. So I'm going to set up the whole house for it. I'm going to set up our, what size tables are they?
The ones at the house?
Yeah, the white ones.
Oh, are they 6 feet?
I think they are.
It's like an average size folding table.
I'm going to set up the 6-foot tables. They're going to have linen on them. I got these beautiful gold table runners that'll go on them, and then the plates are black and gold. I've got I have the gold plasticware, so it's going to be set up really beautifully. It's just going to be about 30 people in that house, but it'll still be set up beautifully. It'll look nice. Set up a mimosa bar. It's all going to be very beautiful. We'll have your cider there. We'll have, what's that boy's name? Kai's eggnog. That boy Kai
has a problem. Kai's got a problem.
Kai, I wish I would have vlogged this for you all. And the next time it happens, I will. I just don't feel like having to go through it. Kai is the worst magician to ever live. He does magic tricks for me randomly. And he'll make me sit through a magic trick.
As he figures it out. To failure.
I'm hearing the tape crinkle in his hand. I'm like, so the coin's taped to your hand? No? What are you talking about? The coin is in your hand.
No, wait. Hold on, I'll be back.
I'll be back. It's a lot of I'll be back. Yeah. You see that? Pretty cool. I was like, God, no, it was trash. No, it wasn't. Yesterday, the dog ate a piece of his magic trick in the middle of it.
As he was doing.
He tried to be slick and was like, watch it disappear. And I saw it as it fell from his hand. I said, the thing just fell from your hand. He's like, no, it didn't. He was like, look, it's not even on the floor. Castle found it, picked it. He was like, Castle.
Drop it, Castle.
I said, Kai, you're terrible at this. He's like, no, I'm the best magician you've ever seen.
Yeah, you might be thinking, you should tell your kid that Kai has enough confidence you can tell him that he's trash at something. He's probably healthy for him to hear that.
Oh my goodness. Radiant J said they want Kai to do a magic show for Patreon. All right. I'll tell him. And he will listen, when you see that one trick takes 6 minutes and it's only like, he did this one card. He did this one card trick. He had a deck of cards. And then he had this thing, because this is the other thing about Kai that be pissing me off. Kai will just use my shit. He won't ask if he can. He'll just, so he comes back into the living room, and it's, because I have these really pretty nameplate tents. So they're like the type of things that you could put on a dinner setting. They're just cream colored with gold trim. And so you could just write someone's name on it. Well, he done tore one in half for this trick. And I said, stop using my stuff. But he put KT on there. He's like, you see that? He then pushes this in with the cards. And I'm like, what in the world does this even mean right now? Well, then he has me pick a card. I pick a card. It is the Ace of Spades. He said, now put it back in the deck. I do. And then he, at some point in time, he's like, I'll be back, right? When he comes back, he pulls out my card. I said, all right, you did it. He was like, and now I said, no, don't make this a two-parter. He's like, I'll be back. He comes back and he's like, where's the card at? The KT card. And I was like, what? And then he was like, Amar, do you have the KT card? And Amar's like, no. Then he pulls it out of Amar's pocket. He's like, you see? Amar said he didn't have it. I said, but Kai, you left and walked over to where he was. Like,
I gotta find that stuff. I got some stuff. For like magic, like it's a coin that you can do. It's a coin and a deck of cards. I don't know where they at. I gotta find it. I can just give that to him.
I said, stop it. I said, don't. I said, stop with these. He's like, my next trick. I said, there are no more tricks. I don't want to see anymore, Kai. Don't.
Because this went on for a long time.
Yes,
it did.
It was
I think I watched like 3 episodes of like a 30-minute show. He was over there doing his tricks.
Doing magic tricks with me. I said, Kai, I'm tired of them. They're not good. He's just like, come on. Then afterwards, I sit on the couch. That boy tucked himself underneath me. That's why I was like, look, he was literally, my butt was sitting on his leg because he shoved his leg underneath me. I was like, Kai. He's like, So would you want me to get you tires?
Nah, if you get them tires, I'm definitely getting these 2024s. Nah, I don't know.
This is the problem.
Angel, she gave me a really, really good idea, and I'm going to try to execute it. I've been trying. I thought it'd be a lot easier than this. I was like, oh, bet, easy. Wait a minute.
Yes. Well, this is something that you can get, especially for the gamers in your life or anybody who's doing streaming at all. And we are so obsessed with Turtle Beach. This Christmas, I know exactly what to get my kids, a gift they'll love that also gives me some time to do what I love. The Turtle Beach Gen 3 Stealth 700 headset is a perfect win-win with crystal clear audio, maximum comfort, and an 80-hour battery. They'll be completely immersed in their game, and that means I'll finally get some uninterrupted me time, whether it's taking a bath or binge watching my guilty pleasure shows. I won't be bothered for hours. Don't gift something that'll end up in the back of the closet or lost under the couch. Turtle Beach has been the #1 choice for gaming headsets for years. So give them a gift they'll actually love this year. Whether you're treating yourself or looking for the perfect gift, now's the time to snag the headset that everyone's talking about. Our listeners get 10% off their entire order when they use code ARGUE at turtlebeach.com. That's 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com with promo code ARGUE. Give the gift that makes both of you happy. Now, I will tell you this. When we gave little Marcus the Turtle Beach headset, he was like, I think I told y'all this before. Oh, this is great because I can wear my glasses and they do not press up against my ear. This is not something that I would have even thought about, but a lot of people wear glasses, or even if you wear the blue light,
Blue
you
blockers.
Yeah. You don't want them pressing on your ear. Listen, I can't take any type of discomfort.
It's not what they call it.
But that's fine. It works. Yeah. So he absolutely loves it. Another reason why I love the thought of this is that while they're thinking more so about gaming, we have kids that play Roblox with their friends on FaceTime, and they're loud. The friends on FaceTime and them are loud. I can't wait for them to plug these things in so I don't have to listen to all the voices. Oh, it's going to be great. So with the Stealth 700, it's the first the first ever cross-play dual wireless transmitter system. That means you can seamlessly switch between your console and PC with just a click of a button. It gets even better. While being connected to your console, the Stealth 700 connect with your phone, from music streaming to taking calls at the same time, listening to your favorite songs while gaming, all done with the Stealth 700. This is why the twins are about to have these as well. So thank you, Turtle Beach, because I'm tired. And Amar, put them on your head and hush. Stop talking to me. Excuse me. They also have high quality at prices that won't break the bank, and which is what we also want. So get the ultimate immersive gaming experience with Turtle Beach today. For a limited time only, head to turtlebeach.com and use code ARGUE for 10% off your entire purchase. That's 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com with promo code ARGUE. Don't delay. Get the perfect gift now. Happy holidays from Turtle Beach. Thank you, Turtle Beach, for sponsoring today's podcast. So what are we getting the boys?
Games.
What you mean?
For Christmas?
Yeah, what are we getting them? What games?
I don't know. That's all they be wanting.
They be wanting Robux.
Okay, them things too.
What I would like
That's what I was referring to.
Let me tell y'all what I would like to do, and let me see if it's even possible.
That's why I said they ruined Christmas.
What? Because you can't get what you want.
I want a better console.
You don't want the PlayStation 5 anymore?
PlayStation is not what it's cracked up to be for my lifestyle. I think it's trash. This thing, why is it? I think I talked about it on here before. Why is it capable of having 4 remotes and you can't play a single game? They don't have a single game on there. Or if they do, it might be one where 4 people can play at the same time on the same console. They don't have that many 2-player games.
Listen.
Most of the stuff is made to play on the internet. I'm like, no. What happened to the Mario Kart days? 007.
They said them days is over. There you go.
That's why I was excited to have this thing.
Okay, I'm looking. Hold on.
I already looked. There was one game.
Wait a minute. What you mean you already looked?
Gran Turismo, the car racing game.
Uh-huh.
And this has a 4-player mode. However, you have to make it to a certain level on this game. And I've made it to the top level for it to unlock the 4-player mode.
Uh-huh.
And it's impossible. I gave up.
Wait a minute. Sorry. What did you think I said? I
didn't know what you was talking about.
I see the way you cut me off. I'm like, what you talking about? What I would like to do, okay? And why does this thing think I want flexible dates? That's not what I want. I want to shop with Miles. What I would like to do is take these boys to New York. I said it to you before. I say it to you again. If we were to leave on New Year's, the day after New Year's, and then come back that Sunday, I have enough miles that we could do it.
That sounds awful.
Tell me why it sounds awful.
To leave New Year's Day and come...
No. The day after New Year's, January 2nd, and come back the 5th.
That sounds awful.
Why?
What, you want to do that just to take them to a play?
Take them to Broadway and take them to see New York. That's 3 days. They'd be able to go see some of the things that make New York, New York. Statue of Liberty, the Twin Tower Memorial, of course, Times Square. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Ellis Island. Maybe even if we figure out what city your daddy was from, go there. Yeah.
No, none of this sounds exciting to me. This is getting worse and worse.
It sounds worse to you?
Yeah. If
What
they
y'all
were
think?
a little older, but
So what if it's just me and the 3 older boys and you stay back with Amar? See, I feel like you're not going to want that. You're going to want the experience with the boys.
I would just want to experience it with them older. That's just, oh yeah, and it's winter.
And that's the reason why I want to take them. These boys don't get a real winter.
They used to, but we started staying here.
Yes, and they don't remember that winter. Little Marcus does not remember seeing snow for real.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, Central Park, thank you. The Empire State Building. The thing is, I've been to New York during the winter time, and it's actually amazing. It is.
I don't think I would mind it at all. It's doing it with them kids.
I know you don't really care for doing things with them.
That's a lie.
That is cumbersome.
That's true. That seems cumbersome.
Yes.
New York is cumbersome if you by yourself, let alone 4 kids.
Well, this is the reason why I'm like, yo. If we do it then, we don't have such a time. We don't have a time crunch. Before, when you went with me, we had limited time to do anything, which really makes New York crappy. Crappier.
It's like, I seen enough.
No,
New
and you
York.
really didn't see enough. You didn't. You didn't. Now, I would.
And mama's still going to be here.
When she leave?
Like the 6th or 7th.
Are we positive that's when she
Yes.
leaves? Let's find out. Let's find out for sure. If that's the case, then I'll let it go. I thought she was leaving on like the 2nd or 3rd.
No.
That's what we say. Let's find out. Because she'll be like, oh, no, I was leaving on the 1st. And I'll be like, we could have bought these tickets. This is also the reason why I'm trying that week, not the weekend after. It's because they're back in school. They go back to school on the 6th. And you know I wanted to take them to New York in November.
The crowds.
This is also the reason.
Subway.
Again, dates-wise, this is the reason why I say then. Everybody is leaving. New York, New Year's Eve, they're done. They gone.
New York is still New York. We didn't go do it during New Year's Eve.
No, I'm saying this to them. You don't like New York
Oh.
regardless of when. I'm saying my logic. New Year's Eve, over with and done. Everybody is leaving. Some of the Christmas stuff, however, is still up so they can see it because Christmas in New York is so much. It's like,
Oh, yeah, it's grand.
yes. So I'm like, they can get that. They can get a little bit of that. Of course, there is actual Broadway. They can get to see The Lion King because that would be my goal. Is for them to see The Lion King and you to see The Lion King. It is spectacular what they do with that dang on show. And then them seeing like different things. Like me having my children travel is actually really important to me. We just don't pull it off the way I had always envisioned it. So I'm just saying. That's my thought.
The only thing that makes me feel a little better is it would be cold and it would feel less dirty because it's cold and not hot and humid.
Oh, okay, I can see your logic in that.
But still.
I can see your logic in that.
Yeah, my OCD is just in overdrive right now.
I know that is
The
what
way
you
they
think
be
of.
touching stuff. Oh, God. Ugh.
I still think it would be an amazing experience for the kids and even us. I do. I honestly do. I think you would have not as terrible of a time as you think. Especially because we're not rushing. When I told Kai about the possibility of going to New York, seeing his face light up, he was like, you were going to take us to New York? I said, yeah, it just didn't work out. He was like, what? I don't know. But the biggest thing is now is finding out when your mother is really leaving. And if she's really not leaving until the 6th, then we'll throw it away. But
we can do it later in the year.
it's not the same.
Oh yeah, for Christmas. We should do that beginning of December then.
We could I don't want to just do a quick little weekend because then it doesn't make as much
But it'd be
sense.
the same amount of time.
No, it's not. It's more days.
How?
The 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th.
Okay.
If it were a weekend at the beginning of December, they had school, so they could only do the weekend, or I have to take them out of school.
Take them out of school. You act like they ain't missed days of school before.
That was by accident. When we took them to the Bahamas, I was on LAUSD schedule. I said, "Oh, you're supposed to be back in school right now, Marcus?" Marcus was like, "Yes." I said, "My bad." Oh, congratulations, Miranda. We could talk more about it off camera.
I just always want to do something chaotic.
It's not, and it doesn't have to be chaotic.
It does have to be. It's the way it's designed.
No, it's not. It doesn't have to be chaotic. It really doesn't. It doesn't. It was chaotic for us. You're basing one experience. That's the thing. That's also, you're basing one experience in New York off of what New York has to be.
I'm basing my experience off of, I don't look at that trip of, oh, we had to do this, and then leave. I'm looking at, oh, we're going to go to Times Square? Cool. We in Times Square. This is a spot made for 1,500 people, and there's 8,000 people in this spot, everybody taking pictures and selfies. I don't want to be in that.
Baby, and what you're missing is you and Amar don't have to be in that. Y'all can be in the hotel room.
The hotel room is smaller than the space that
No. We won't never stay in that area ever again. I have been in big rooms in New York.
And when you said that, everybody was like, where?
No, the Marriott, the Hard Rock, I've been in bigger spaces.
Y'all, that room was the size of this bookshelf.
The Marriott in Times Square has large rooms. I know this. I did. This is where I stayed on tour with Kevin when we were on tour together. We stayed in the Marriott. I had so much room. And then also April, when she was out there for work, she was at the Marriott, and me and I think 3 of my Sands were in her room, and we were sitting in random areas of the room. That Marriott specifically has bigger rooms.
You ain't go no damn New York and just sit in the hotel room. It just sounds.
No.
I understand going there during Christmas because I do want to see that.
No. I'm just referring to the Times Square part. The other areas are not. Times Square is its own beast. Yes. I'm not going to deny that. The other areas that I'm talking about aren't as congested as Times Square.
We got to get there. How we going to get there? To them other areas.
We can take an Uber.
I don't trust that at all. I know you don't take no Uber in New York.
Yes, you do.
No, you take taxis and subs.
Shoot. Them days,
Subways.
them taxi days is not what they used to be. No, do it in the mic so they can hear it.
Hey!
I'm gonna let you take the taxi and you meet us over there.
Yeah. Filthy taxi, just as filthy as a subway.
Oh, bless my husband's heart. You went to wait a minute, you've been to New York twice now.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, it's exciting.
But okay, so you're trying to tell me the last time we went to New York was just so awful.
I'm saying adding kids to that.
I'm just asking you about this last trip. Was it so
Traveling
awful?
wasn't great.
What you mean the traveling wasn't great?
When was I in New York? What you talking about? I'm trying to remember now.
When we went to go see Wicked,
Uh-huh.
I was there for a job, but we were leaving there to go to the Dominican Republic.
That was so quick. We was in and out.
But no, we were in and out for the first trip.
I was in the hotel most of the time.
Most of the time when?
When we was there, I was at the hotel. I walked down the street I thought I was going to shoot some pool. I don't know what happened to that place. And then I came back to the hotel. That's when my back was all messed up. Because remember I was going to walk with y'all to the thing? You was like, good thing you didn't come.
Walk with us to what thing?
I don't know. You and Matthew went somewhere.
You came with me to my work.
I know your work. I'm saying before that.
Okay, I don't remember that. Oh, we went to go see another play.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you didn't want to see that damn play.
Yeah, I know that. And it was still, I was outside walking like, yeah, this is New York.
That's your.
Let's take them to the Grand Canyon. See, Angel want to take trips, but she don't want to do road trips or anything like that.
Well, when you plan one, we will. I'm trying to plan this.
Trip. You like a road trip? Ugh, that's disgusting.
I'll do it. You plan it, and I'll do it.
All right. I do a road trip all day.
There has to be some place that we're going, and we got to do something when we're there.
Yeah.
I know you're not saying.
There.
I'm not saying that. And you alive. When we've gone camping, we've had to drive to the camp spot.
That's an hour and a half. Get out of here.
So how long you talking about?
Exactly.
How long you talking about?
That's just getting there. That's not a road trip.
How long are you talking about?
How far Grand Canyon from us?
I don't know. This is a trip you're planning.
I'm saying you don't do road trips. So don't say you do when it takes an hour and a half. You like, that's a road trip. That ain't no road trip.
It wasn't a flight. Yes, Shay, I do get car sick. Marcus doesn't care about that.
No, I care for.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I was going to say my phone had to be listening. 7 hours.
Okay.
Almost 8 hours.
Trust and believe.
8 hours.
Trust and believe. Who's going to be more annoyed during that road trip? Is it going to be him or me?
I'm going to have music in. I ain't going to listen to play y'all's games. Just let me drive.
I will be just fine. Plan a road trip.
Bet. Y'all heard it. That don't mean I'm so you don't plan a road trip. New York, here we come.
No, New York is still on the table. This is not an either or. This is an and. So around what time of year you think we're gonna do this?
It's gonna be something that makes sense.
What makes sense for the Grand Canyon? I don't know if does it get super cold there? Or is it like mid weather all year?
No, I imagine it gets cold. It's Arizona, but it's
So we want to do something like in the spring.
Yeah, I'm not doing no summer.
See, I don't mind doing a road trip, kind of like what Melissa and Kevin did for the HBCU tour. I don't mind doing that with the boys for spring break.
What they do?
HBCU tour.
They drove?
Yeah. It was just easier instead of getting on a plane over and over again.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't mind doing that because we're headed somewhere to do something. Yeah.
Why you mixing up road trip with cruising? It's two different things.
Just to make it clear on what I don't really like.
You don't like being in the car.
I don't like being in the passenger seat going nowhere.
You don't like being in the car, period. You like being in the car to get somewhere.
That's what I just said. As long as we're going somewhere to do something.
Exactly. You're confusing cruising with a road trip. Why are you putting them together?
I just said I was clarifying for everyone else what I don't like.
No. Well, say you clarify for them.
We're doing the podcast for the people. You guys, we are so excited for the end of the year. We will have at least one more live podcast. We're going to talk to our Patreon real quick after this is over to figure out what we're doing for Christmas week. Please consider joining our Patreon. We have a good time. There'll be another episode of Crafts and Cocktails Live for the month of December. So I'm not sure who I'm going to have on. Somebody, I'm not going to say who, DM me and was like, when you need me to come out to LA to do liquor and crafts. That's what this person calls it. And I said, you tell me when you're available. They said they open. And I'm going to tell you right now, this one is going to be hilarious because we've experienced this person inebriated and they are hilarious.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
When he gonna be? When is this person gonna be here?
They said me tell them.
Oh, because I plan on going that way to do tasting
with him at his at where he is established.
It was a few people.
Oh, okay. Well,
it was a few people, but Then I was like, I ain't spending it. Well, I know we got points, but I'm like, I'm not spending up everything on.
Yeah. Well, that person can come here so we can shoot yours first. Just not have a revolve around alcohol, and then shoot mine.
No, I think that person can and we could just just move locations. Be like, all right, thank y'all for tuning in. Catch y'all next time. Go and roll right. Yes. To come in that hot.
Oh my God. So there will be another Crafts and Cocktails this month. Exclusively for Patreon live. Also, I'll be dropping my Mama Likes box. My Patreon got to see 2 of the elements that'll be in there. I'm so proud of them. I think they look awesome. And I think it'll actually be very, very, very helpful to you in the new year. And what else? We're just excited. We're just grateful for what 2024 has been, even though 2024 was a bit of a shit show in America. Mm-hmm. We had a couple of ups and downs in our year. We're just grateful that we're ending on a more of an upward note at the end of the year. Praise God. Anything you want to say?
Nah, y'all know. That's see, I don't want to have my Christmas gift evolve around business. So I'm like, that's what you could do. Something that you've been saying that you was gonna do. But not to throw anything, but I'm like, that could be a good Christmas gift. I'm like, oh, no. I want it to be something.
It can be that.
Nuh-uh.
It can be that.
You already owe me that. No.
It'll be a part of, you'll get other Christmas gifts.
I want a Traxxas X-Max 8S.
Why you always sound like you making up words?
I'm not.
I want a Katabatu, Pataka.
I got the E-Revo. I want the Traxxas X-Max 8S.
It don't even sound real. Traxxas, you sound like Amar. Traxxas.
Traxxas. TRAXXAS X-Max.
Special thank
8S.
you again to Ritual, Equip, ZocDoc, Every Plate.
Plates.
In Turtle Beach. Use our promo codes, URLs, and tell them that we sent you.
And y'all can find my beard and body butter called Man Shit. You can go to manshYT.com and check that out. And yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you all next time. God bless you.
Y'all have a good one, fam.
Bye.